Hey everybody, it's Kiana. It's another episode of Rooftop Talks, and today our guest has a nonprofit organization that is helping minorities be more inclusive in golf spaces. It's Front Back Nine, and the owner, the founder, we have Darryel Washington. Thank you so much for being a part of our show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So let's get into it. So I told you already, I don't know too much about golf, so This is really exciting for me, but that's kind of the point. You're introducing the youth to these spaces. So I would love to talk about, so I know for your birthday you got some golf clubs, and that's really what made you go into golfing, but what made you want to start doing this for the youth?
So I got my first set of golf clubs. I turned 31.
Who gave it to you?
It was a friend of mine.
Okay.
She bought me a set of golf clubs and played with my mentor probably like the same week and fell in love with the game.
Okay.
And basically just wanted to expose kids that look like myself to the game of golf because I wasn't really exposed to it. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, and I don't even know if we have a golf course there or not. So
it's not that much grass.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of grass, but we
Which is not.
Yeah, we didn't have no golf courses, but we did. I wasn't exposed to it, so got my first set of clubs, started playing, fell in love with the game, started practicing, took lessons and all, and got better and better at it, and came up with the concept that we wanted to start an organization that gives exposure to kids that look like myself to the game of golf, and we started in 2018, and we've grown from 12 kids to over 400 plus kids now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what are some of the changes that you have seen from the beginning? Because I mean, you know, these children, they don't know what these spaces are, how to kind of move in these spaces. So what does the growth look like from when they first start versus when they have a few courses or when they've been playing for a while? So
we have kids that start from not even being able to pick up a golf club to having some type of experience in it. But those that probably for the first time just get into it and they fall in love with it, get the bug, and we expose them to not only just the country clubs that we're a part of, but also to like tournament play. They get the chance to travel because I'm also a director of the Under Armour tour. So we have some of our kids that participate in that tour that just wrapped up this past, actually like 2 weeks ago. We played at 12 Oaks Golf Course, which is in Holly Springs, and we played in some other courses in the Triangle area, and they got a chance to kids to compete against kids from all over North Carolina region. How did they do? They did well. So we have like, I would say 12 kids going down to West Palm Beach to play at the PGA Nationals, and they're playing against 600 other kids that's going to be there. So we're really excited about that. I won't be there, unfortunately, because it's my birthday weekend, which is actually the 21st to the 25th of June. Okay. But we have some great representation of the region of North Carolina for Under Armour. I was looking at some of the leadership on your website, and a lot of people have not just some experience in golfing, but some people were trained by Duke. Some people it just had already like professional experience. So I definitely see what you mean with them being in good hand. Yeah. How were you able to pick your team? Pick my team? Yeah, or like how were you able to, come together with those amazing background and experience in golf and just create something beautiful that you have today? Got you. So one of our executive directors, her name is Leticia Barton. She's one of our partners. We have some other instructors as well. They got the love for the game as well, but they also like to give back and deal, and actually deal with kids as well. So it made a great connection, and we've been growing ever since then. So they bring their expertise because Leticia, for instance, she took her training for golf at Duke University. And she fell in love with the game, and some of our other instructors like Kelsey Evans, Windu Camp, they've been training and taking lessons as well, and they became instructors, so we were able to grow with them, and it's been a great situation. I love it. So from what I read, in order for the children to properly know what how to play golf there's a 5-step thing. You have, I think, just the introduction to the game by itself. And then you have, what are the other 4 courses steps? So basically you have your short game, which includes like putting, chipping, pitching, and then you learn your irons from your pitching wedges all the way to your 5-iron, and then you have your long game, which includes your driver or your hybrids and things of that nature. I have been training this young lady. She's actually a superstar. Her name is, I call her Bree Bree, so I ain't gonna say her real name on camera right now, but I call her Bree Bree. I've been training her since she was 5 years old. She's like 9 now. Well, she's 8 going on 9. And I remember when she first started, she didn't really know, her difference in her clubs and everything, but now she's winning tournaments. And it's been a great thing. So we've been training not only her, but we also do adult sessions as well. Some novice golfers that just want to go out and have with their friends where they, socialize and networking. There's a lot of deals are made on the golf course. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I did it, because I've been in finance for the past 15 years. And like I said before, one of my mentors, he was an avid golfer, just wanted to beat him, but also too, to learn the tools of the trade and be able to network. And I made some great deals on the golf course.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I've heard that goes on the golf course is just the deals that are made and, just getting exposed to those different people. So I think having the youth exposed to that type of area, to that type of space at a very young age is amazing, because then by the time they're done with high school, they're confident in just everyday mannerisms that deal in business and all those kind of things.
Correct. So and it takes, 4 hours to play around the golf, so you get to know a person for 4 hours, and those people become, friends. I've been playing with some of the same people for the past, I would say, 7 years that I'll call up and play, and, and then I get invited to play in other golf courses, not only here in North Carolina, but all across the United States. So it's opened up a lot of different doors for me personally,
So you've been an athlete your whole life, so this golf stuff is nothing new to you. And
okay.
From the basis of being an athlete and being outside. So how is it different? Because I know on your website you said one of the beautiful things is that you get to expose the youth to nature, and it's not for just male or female, boys, girls, men or women, but it's for everybody. So it's a skill that everybody can learn in if you focus. So how would you say your transition from being an athlete for 15 years in baseball and what other things you did, how would you say that transition translated to understanding golf a little bit, and how was it different?
Well, it's the hardest sport I've ever played, personally.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, so can you explain?
Yeah. So you always learn a new nuances of the game itself, whether it comes from chipping, your putting. And I've been studying so long that I'm always picking up different things. So it's not one of those games you can just pick up. But I think the biggest thing when it comes to golf is having some good eye-hand coordination. If you don't have that, then, you can't play no sport, right? Whether it's basketball, football, baseball, you got to have some type of athleticism, and you got to have good eye-hand coordination, because for one, the ball's not moving. Right. So how I'm hit this ball that's not moving, make it go in the air, make it, hit a low flight, or, high loft, or get out the sand trap. It's also different ways. The ball's in the front of your stance and back of your stance, are you on the slope? Is it an uphill slope? All types of things come in calculation when you dealing with golf compared to any other sport I played. So like I played baseball, and you hit the ball, you run, you catch the ball, but golf is more thinking when it comes to playing the game.
I didn't even think about that, because you are battling against nature as well.
Wind.
So just trying to eyeball slopes and how you need to hit it, I can see how that's more of a harder game now. So how does somebody get comfortable in it? Because one thing about me, it sometimes seems intimidating. You go to a clothing store and one shirt could be $100. You let me wait a little bit so I can get a few fits together. Correct. And then it's just how do I approach? What do I do? Or how would you say just to go about it?
So don't go out and get the most expensive golf set.
Okay.
I tell you that, right? Make sure you like the game first.
Okay.
Make sure you like it, because if you go out, you can spend thousands of dollars on a real nice golf set. So I would just start off with something real basic, but not too basic. You don't want the Walmart special, not the Walmart, not one of your sponsors.
That's why I said, wow, I want
to. Not one of your Walmart special, but you want to get something that's real comparable to for you to get into the game. But don't go out and break the bank at the
So have your own equipment. Don't just go out there and rent.
Well, you can rent too. So like some golf courses, you actually can rent. I have plenty of golf sets you can rent, or you can try out and things of that nature. But I always tell people when they get into it, make sure you like it, because you can pick up something where you may not like it, and then you go out and spend all this money on a set, and it could be in your closet for the next collecting dust. So yeah, so start off basic, because I got a guy right now. One of my clients, he owns Your Pie.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard of Your Pie.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, so it's near Triangle Town Center. And he wanted to take lessons, so we started his lessons on Sunday, and he's into it. He's hooked. But I told him, don't go out. He already has golf set, but I told him to go out and spend so much money on things, unnecessary things, until you get comfortable in the game first. That's what I did personally. You know, I had started with a starter set. Someone bought my starter set. Now I have a customized set that's customized to my height, my swing, my everything. So yeah, don't break the bank.
Okay, so don't break the bank, but don't get nothing too flimsy at Walmart. Just something that's affordable that you can see if you like the game first.
Yeah, don't get nothing too flimsy.
Okay, so good to know. So you're gonna be looking crazy out there.
Yeah, you look crazy. You can hear it.
You can hear it.
Well, it's like almost like softball, because I play softball too, so you can hear the difference in the bats.
It makes sense.
You know, that ting, the ting sound, and you can tell it's a Walmart special compared to like if I'm hitting a softball with a real nice bat. You don't hear it. You just hear it, you know, right off the bat. Just like your golf clubs, you can hear it. I can hear that sweet spot. I'm hitting a sweet spot.
So that makes sense. I mean, with any equipment that you have. So I want to go into the different courses that you have, because you do a lot with children. You've had the first tournament. The first tournament I was looking, you had some pretty big name sponsors: Costco, Sprint, Panera Bread, just to name a few. And even Alexis. Like you had what, a S1300 2019?
Yeah.
If you hit a hole in one.
You hole in one, you can win a free Lexus.
Did somebody?
No one went.
Okay.
No one won it that day. It was actually windy that day.
Okay.
I don't know if that was the reason why.
That probably was the reason why.
But you know how that works when you actually win it? It's insurance that you take out on it. So just in case someone does win it, the insurance policy pay the car. So you get the car, whatever. That's how that works. So you got to get insurance policy on it. But no one won it that day.
Okay. Well, so when did they win it?
Huh?
Did somebody win it at all?
No.
Oh, it just went back?
Yeah, it went back. And Lexus was happy about that, probably.
Yeah, I know. I was just getting ready to say that. I know they were happy, but I mean, I think that was an amazing thing that they were able to sponsor you with something so big to get a lot of attention.
Correct.
What was the result of the first tournament with all these big names sponsoring you, with having a Lexus at your spot? You know, I mean, that had to raise some eyebrows. Yeah,
it raised a lot of eyebrows. So thank you, Johnson Lexus, for being our proud sponsor for the first time we had it. And also Leaf Acura was one of our sponsors too, I think for the third tournament we did. And all the different sponsors, from, like you said, from Panera Bread to Costco to Smile Dentistry, which is in Sanford, which is our proud sponsor. We had a bunch of realtors, the Price Realty Group, they was one of our big sponsors. But yeah, they help us put together a great tournament with that, because we have a lot of volunteers, and also to raise money for the academy itself, where we give out scholarship for those kids that can't afford to probably pay for lessons or the travel expenses and things of that nature. So without our sponsors, it will not be possible. So we want to definitely thank our sponsors for that.
So that's beautiful that that money goes to those who don't really have that much.
Correct.
And even at that, your course is already affordable, so you're doing a lot for the community. For example, a lot of times you can expect courses to be in the hundreds range, but you said your course was around $50 or how much?
It's like between $50 to $60 compared to like other trainers that train people for golf lessons. We're pretty much under the market. Yeah.
So that's amazing. So there's really not that much excuses if you want your child to be in these spaces, because just to be in those spaces is priceless alone. So having affordable prices that you can pay for with, if you really don't have that, then it's a conversation that you can have with the parents, like, hey, we do have things that we can sponsor other people.
Correct.
So
we do an after school program,
Okay.
We do an after school program with Club Roar. Shout out to the YMCA. Club Roar just wrapped up their spring session like 2 Wednesdays ago, and we had probably 20 kids in the program. We did it from like 3:30 to 5:30, teaching them golf, and they actually got to demonstrate in front of their family, friends, and peers. Like I said 2 Wednesdays ago, the things they learned.
How was that?
It was great. It was really great.
I know they were proud.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I think they're gonna have us back because a lot of kids really loved the program, and a lot of kids that was in the audience wanted to take up golf too. A lot of young Tiger Woods out there.
Oh,
No, not Tiger Woods.
Oh.
The next, I always said when I first started the academy, I said we will discover the next Tiger Woods here in North Carolina, and I believe that's going to be true.
And if you're saying it is, that means it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to come. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come.
So, how do you feel like this will prepare the youth to be not just set as far as spaces and understanding that, you know, I know this person and this person. How do you feel like this is going to change them beyond just golf?
Change them beyond just golf?
Yeah, because I mean, that's a lot of skills you have to take. And I mean, like you said, you have to calculate many different things. So their brain is working constantly. So how do you see that those opportunities can change just the future?
Well, I can see it being a tool that you have because, like I said, a lot of deals are made on the golf course. If you ever go to a golf course in the middle of the day, you see a lot of executives or a lot of people out there playing. So it opens up a lot of different doors for you. So yeah, I think it'd be changed. And also too, like I said, it's a thinking person sport. So that right there takes a lot of critical thinking, a lot of processing, and it takes a lot of science too. So you have a lot of, you know, those kids that's into STEM. There's a lot of STEM calculations in that. You know, way far behind with me, right? But yeah, so I think it's going to open up a lot of different doors for kids because it's all about the exposure. You expose the kids to it, and especially with our kids nowadays, you expose it to something, they usually excel at it, but they just need to have the exposure to get inside the door.
And they need to be pushed.
And they be pushed too, Not the parents pushing them, because you have some parents that live vicariously through their kids. You want the kid to kind of enjoy the game so they fall in love with it, so they can actually excel at it and also like it at the end of the day.
So I love that. So let's talk about do you have another upcoming tournament in July, I believe, right?
No, it's actually September 9th.
That's the Red Cross?
Yes, with the Red Cross.
Joint Black Blood?
Yep.
Okay.
So we doing September 9th. It's going to be a Lockmere Country Club out in Cary, North Carolina. We teamed up with the American Red Cross for the initiative for sickle cell, the awareness of that.
I have family members that have sickle cell, so that's amazing.
And 1 out of 13, especially African Americans, have the trait, and 1 out of 365 African Americans actually have the disease. So we want to bring awareness to that whole world because I wasn't really aware of it personally. So when American Red Cross,
scary.
Yeah, it's real scary. So when American Red Cross approached us about teaming up with us to do our annual golf tournament, it was a no-brainer. And so yeah, so we're looking forward to that. It's going to be September 9th. It's going to start, I believe, at 11:30. And with our tournaments, and we make it fun. So we're going to have a DJ out there. We're going to have food. We do yoga in the beginning to stress people out. We have the youth entrepreneurs on some of the holes out there exposing or marketing their businesses. So when the golfers go by, they give them their elevator speeches or their pitches and sell their products. So we're going to have those kids out there as well. So if you want to be a part of that, just look us up on frontback9.com and register a 4-man team. It's going to be captain's choice. So you play the best ball. So even if you don't know how to play, you can just put together a team and come on out, and you could be the best putter, the best driver, what have you, because you're playing as a team. So come on out. We have lots of golfers come on. We have like 120 last year.
Okay.
So
what are you expecting this?
I expect the same amount of numbers too, because we have people calling us now, asking us when's our tournament. So, and this could be the 5th annual one.
Okay.
So I guess we're doing something right.
And there's a lot of small ways to sponsor if you want to. Like you can sponsor a pen, or you can sponsor like different things to, you know, get yourself out there and also be a part of this.
Correct.
So the last thing I wanted to talk about before we go, because you have a lot of stuff going on, but you have your food truck coming up.
Oh my goodness.
It's called what? Waffled Up?
Waffled Up.
I saw the pictures that you sent me, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't hype a lot of people food up, but I'm excited.
You ain't gonna hype us up?
No, I'm hyping you up now. That food is fire. Well, I haven't tried it, but just by the looks, the presentation by itself, I'm trying to get into it. So when are you planning on opening that? What's the
So we have a soft opening next week, actually.
Okay.
Next Thursday. So I'll send you an invite on that. Hopefully it's next Thursday.
Okay.
I'm supposed to get inspected on Wednesday. So you know, you're in the hands of an inspector. But yeah, it's
Wait
called,
for that invite.
Yeah, so it's called Waffle Up. We're doing chicken and waffle cones, chicken inside the cone. If you don't eat chicken, we have cauliflower for those that don't eat, you know, meats and all that. We also have adult ice cream and kids ice cream. And when I mean by adult ice cream, we have like ice cream with alcohol in it.
Okay.
Right? That's what it is, right? You have to be 18.
Trying to find a different way to say it. Okay.
Yeah, you got to be 18 and I want to keep it politically correct. I don't know how this show works, right?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh, you got, okay. It basically has alcohol in it. So yeah, so you got to be 18 plus to eat it, what have you. But yeah, so it's Waffled Up. So if you get a chance to check us out, it's WAFFLEUPP.
Okay.
And follow us on Instagram. And yeah.
Is there any specific spots that you plan on being there?
Yeah, so we're actually going to be in the Knightdale, I guess the Knightdale area, Knightdale, Raleigh area. So I'm going to be pretty much around town. We got booked to be at Duke University campus, the Walmarts. Yeah, we booked. And we haven't even started yet. We already booked.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you know, just by the pictures alone, they was like, we need that at our events.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to find you as far as, you know, the golf tournament goes, how can they find you and what's the best way to reach you?
So you can follow us at frontback9.com, also frontback9info@gmail.com. You can call us up. I don't want to get my number out there, but you can call us up. But yeah, frontback9.com. You can follow us on that. And yeah, we have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page. I'm not on TikTok.
Okay.
I need to be. Someone to, you know, my little sister.
You go crazy, especially with the waffle. Though.
I know. My sisters, I need to be on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, so I guess I'm a little ancient.
You can
now.
get somebody else to do that.
Yeah, I need somebody to do that, but I'm not on TikTok. But yeah, but you can follow us on frontback9.com. Look us up. All the information's on there, all the events from Under Armour. Well, you can follow us also on uagolftour.com. That's underarmourtour.com as well. You'll see our profile on there, so you follow us that way.
Okay, well, thank you guys for being a part of our show again today. You heard where you can find them. It'll be below in the link. It'll be in information. If you guys enjoyed this, if you want to sign your children up for golf, if you want to learn golf, or if you want some chicken and waffles in a cone, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, you comment, you like it, and just everything else that you can do. Thank you guys for being a part of the show, and thank you.
Thank you.